And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Ah, there we are. Hello, people. Welcome back. It is... Oh, look at this. Bats is looking wet right now. No, but he thankfully informed us of the weather conditions. Qualifying dry, race changeable conditions, looking wet. We are on 15 drivers either way here. And we may still even get Catalina once they're able to connect to the internet. But otherwise, we're having this elite tier lobby here with some faces from Challenger. Wait, where's Asuna? Did he drop out again? Oh no, he is in the kick, I was about to say. I am really curious how he's gonna do. To be fair, he did look very good in the race for a while until he started picking up endless time penalties. And he had like 1 or 2 moments. And I think from the like entirely new drivers who have started playing any F1 game by the start of this game, he is probably the best of them, but yeah, compared to Elite, he's still relatively new. And yeah, it will definitely be tough for him to get into the points here, even if it is only 15 drivers. I'd expect him, yeah, to, as said, have a tough time getting towards the points. Catalina still has connection issues. I think usually she'd be on pace with bottom end Elite as well. Let's see if we can get her in. Asuna on an in-lap again. Or rather going back into the pits. Must have invalidated the last turn or so. So who is first now? Rapid is back again. Nope. But he is not the first driver. Is it Janeman? Nope. It must be Lauda then. Yeah, so we're sticking with Lauda. Or is it even Yeast? Oh, it is Yeast. But yeah, Rapid missing 1 race, of course, and then having a really unfortunate performance last time around. Has blown the championship wide open again. And yeah, what can I say? Interesting to see. So Nitro has smoked everybody in Challenger, but Yeast here immediately taken that provisional pole away for himself. Lauda, Quali Merchant, back at it again. 0.7 quicker than Jimsky right now. I want to see Rapid though. Rapid is on an invalid lap. So is Luna Jedi here. Let's see Kingsman. Oh, yeah, Kingsman is on a good lap. Well, I'm not sure if it's good, but it's good to count at least. 16.4, that is by far the slowest lap. Ah, that sounds toxic. It is the slowest map by a margin, lap by a margin so far. Invalid laps on the Mercedes here, but it's only the out laps, so it doesn't matter too much. Let's hop on MQ a little bit and look whether or not this is working out. It does not look like it. He has invalidated already in the first chicane. Mofa, yeah, just following his teammate's example. Let's see the goal. The man, the myth, the bird. Fly over this lap. Okay, no idea how this was still valid. He really pushed the corners there. In outside tires rather, touching the inside line. I guess that's how you do it. Purple sector 1. Not sure if that is fake or cap, but might well be real. Let me open up the tool. Well, I don't see the deltas really. But Seagulls is looking really good into first sector. I can tell. Last turn, and now over the line. Where is he going to start his qualifying? From provisional pole immediately. So a good one on that. The Mercedes are still out, trying to qualify. MQ again on an invalid lap, and now Morpha. This was rather wide to the outside as well, but apparently within the legal limits. I'm gonna try to get Catalina in here once more. And if that's not working out, unfortunate then. We're communicating with online services. Oh, 16 drivers. Ding, 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 ding. Another American has hit the Haas. Oh, Janneman here. That is a rather wide line. Reminiscing his WRC days here. Bro, imagine if you live in one of these, like... Oh, ding ding ding, penalty. In one of these ancient stone houses, like around the racetrack. That's kind of crazy. You're just living in like a little village that existed for 1,000 years at this point. And someone just plants a huge racetrack in front of your doorstep. I'm not sure if I would be more annoyed or happy about it, honestly. Can imagine if there's like races every week, you're probably not gonna sleep a lot or have a lot of relaxation during the day. Rapid is edging Seagull to pole position by just 100th here, very close on top there. 3-4 teams here in contention, I guess, but it's mainly Rapid, Seagull, Lauda. But Lauda, having some of the delta, he needs about a similar improvement in the other two sectors to get to that pole position again. But he has been on pace for pole in the past. Question is just, can he get a lap together? That looked decent enough. Only 2 turns to go. One big braking zone here, and then a tiny brake tap, I think. It is for the second turn as well. Oh no, it's only a release. And over the line. Oh, 13.9. New best lap here. Jumski improved by 0.3, but not by any position. Hussein is probably going to catch Yeast here. Yep. And, well, who do we have? Nitro, Invalid, Bats. Yeah, Bats is going. Hmm. Yeah, and that pretty much equals his PB there. I'm sorry. I was finishing the last bites of my food. Right. Now I'm all there for you again. So. What can we talk? I mean, MQ's on a lap here. And he is still having a valid lap, which is yeah, much further than his first 2 attempts. Coming towards the Variante Alta, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not too sure. Half the corners here are called Variante. Is that because they redesigned the track at some point? Because I was on, well, I don't think I was alive when the old layout was around. But I was recently in the German Sports and Olympics Museum, and they have a Benetton of Schumacher there. And there was like a big screen where they showed like one of his quali laps, and you can like, it's so weird because you can so clearly say by the surroundings that the track is similar, but the track is just different. Like, it's not the same, really. Like, these 2 turns are the same, and the hairpin on the other side is the same, but then here the chicanes are different, and there's like some other extra turns. It's like very weird to see. But then again, like, there's just track layouts that are kinda obscure. You remember the first 2 or 3 years of Bahrain, where the middle sector was like entirely different, and it was so much worse actually. Like, they had such a shitty slow section in there, and the track was like 20 seconds longer. But nowadays, like, barely anybody remembers the track for being bad. Or even like the outside layout, though I guess the outside layout was really just a one-off because they needed some sort of track. Janneman here was just about behind Hussein, but at least he got past the east. Ooh, Jedi here, Lunar Jedi. 0.3 up. Could even go as far as beating Janneman. And even gets Hussein there. It's just behind Jimsky now. Good lap by Lunar Jedi here. And well, in the meantime, which I did not address specifically, but Seagull is back on pole, beating Lauda by a 10th. Who is going right now? Is Jimsky going? Jimsky might be going. He for sure is very quick if he is on an in-lap. I think, yeah, this is probably his last hot lap attempt. Or he's actually quick on the in-lap because he wants one more attempt in the very end. And he kind of needs to make it in because it is 2/10 down for him as of now. And the good thing here is you can see very early if you're going to improve or not. So if you are... Oh, never mind, he did actually improve, but not to catch any of the top 3. But if you aren't, you can just turn into the pits before it is too late here and abandon your attempt. Oh, Hussein. 10th up after Sector 1. Oh, very deep there. Through Aqua Minerale. Oh, I've learned some of the turn names in the break. Needed something to look at while eating. Hussein, with a tiny improvement, could get one more position, but he goes into the pits immediately, abusing the fact that there's no penalty for speeding the pit lane in qualifying. This is probably what happened to Lauda and Jannemann last time around. Jannemann was braking properly for the pit entrance in Montreal, I think it was. And Lauda was just full sending it, anticipating the slowdown either way, and thus rear-ending Jannemann and getting a 5-second grid penalty. 5-position grid penalty. Let's see Nitro. I mean, his race pace, he was on rails in the race. Of course, it's changeable conditions here. With Bats forecasting that it's gonna be wet at some point. So yeah, it's a little bit of a different situation, of course. The wet quali did not go too swimmingly for Nitro. So yeah, remains to be seen how well he can do there. But in the race, it did for sure look like he was solidly on par with most elite drivers. I'd expect him to get to the points here. If he is not of the not under the 2 to 3 casualties that we somehow get in every single race. Oh, he's just about missed out on Yeast's position. Ooh, rapid 3/10 up after sector 1. Let's see if he held it. Yeah, 3.5 tenths here. This is gonna be a 0.7 flat at this point. If he can bring this over the line, maybe even improve some more. He's not been getting too many poles recently, given that Lauda has been way stronger in qualifying. And then of course Jimsky is out there competing for poles as well. But here we have 7.2, slight time loss in the last sector, but still a 10th clear of Seagull. MQ is not looking too great. Neither is Fanta. Catalina, is that 0.7 improvement of the previous lap there? Now in P13. So, we'll see. Kingsman? I'd expect to improve a little bit. The man at least got 2 podiums this season. Yeah, half a second quicker. It's not enough actually to gain any position. Who do we want to watch? I think, yeah, Lauda is the furthest away. He needs a lot of time gain to get rapid. At this point, 0.2 of seconds. Not too easily done. That is only 0.02. Might be enough for Seagull at max. As Yeast is in the wall. That did not look legal, but sure. Oh, 13.84. He's beating Seagull by 6 thousandths, and Seagull is down on his time. Needs a lightning fast last sector to reclaim the front row at least. I think even that is going to be hard for him, yeah, and that's not a good turn there. Seagull's not going to improve much further. Sayan retired. Jannemann just invalidated there, but he is not on a quick lap anyways. And neither is any of these guys, right? No, Fanta could be. Oh yeah, Fanta actually looking really good there. Sizable improvement, even jumps to Sane there. And yeah, just very close to the top group there. Only Lunar Jedi in between top 4 here and Phantominum. Kingsman, yeah, he's called Kingsman Gas, but it looks like he's out of the gas. Just rolling around the track there, trying to make his way back into the pits, or rather into the finish line. And that's it for qualifying. So, good results for Rapid, of course. Lauda and Seagull beaten. Rimsky only in P4, is a little bit off the pace compared to the other top guys. Lunar Jedi very close behind though. If the race pace is just as good, they may have serious chances for a podium here. With Fanta in 6th, very nice put together lap. Hussein 7th, Yaneman only managing 8th here, and then MQ, first of the Middle Eastern drivers, ahead of Yeast for the top 10, and afterwards with Nitro, Mofa, Con, Bats, and 2 more other drivers, Kingsman and Asuna, I think, yeah, must be. Fuck. May or may not have overwritten Challenger qualifying with Elite qualifying. We will see. However, I'm not gonna do the same for the race, so right, guys? Surely you will get correct data this time, because I did not fumble again. Oh well. Either way. What is there to say about these guys? Honestly, looking at top speed, there are a few outliers, I guess, but that may be through slipstream, but Rapid, Jimsky and Luna are almost 10 kilometers per hour quicker than everybody else. Everybody is really within that 330 top speed area. Some are like on 328, there is one driver on 334, the rest is like on 31 or 30 flat. And then there's these 3. Jimsky, Lunar Jedi and Rapid, who are running much less downforce, I think it looks like. A lot more top speed on their cars, which is better for the race if it stays dry, I'd say. Otherwise you're probably better off with having more aero, more downforce, giving you more grip in the rain. Let's see the tires. A lot of medium runners, some hard runners. Hussein, Yaneman, MQ, Yeast, Nitro, Bats and Kingsman on the hards. Everybody else on the softs, it's almost 50-50 here. It's 7 to 9. And yeah, given changeable conditions are forecast. Oh my god, that is a wild strategy. Medium SMH for possible strategy. Seems like a 2-stopper is really what the game wants to see, even throwing that 3-stop in there. But I think what the drivers are thinking is medium runners are probably banking on early safety cars. You're not entirely screwed if an early safety car's coming out and you can still change to the hard tire. Hard tire runners are probably banking on no safety car and they can run their tires until the rain sets in. Right now it looks incredibly light still. I wouldn't believe this was changeable conditions at all if I only saw the weather here. But yeah, we're gonna see. Few cars parking rather angled, but I think nothing outside the legal limits. Yeah, Rapid as well here. I think this is just what you do from P1. Angle yourself towards the inside so you can get the best start you can. Lights are going out. It's not looking too bad for Rapid here. In fact, Lauda got a horrible start. Seagull is all over Rapid as well already though. And these two side by side into turn 1. Nope. Seagull backs out. Goes behind. Lauda down to P4. Lost to Jimsky as well here. Hussein and Yaneman swapping positions around. Yanneman losing some more. A lot of cars very close together there. Still side by side, Nitro and MQ. But MQ pushes through on the inside. Mofa now on the attack as well. The second Mercedes trying to go around their customer team there in the McLaren. And it looks like everybody survived the start reasonably well. No huge position changes. I think the biggest is really Lauda here, losing 2 from the get-go. And then of course Seagull Jimsky gaining 1. Fanta is past Luna Jeddah as well. And I think Yanneman lost 2 positions as well, from 7th to 9th now. Not the greatest start for him neither, as well as Nitro, I think, who also lost 2 in the very first lap. And there is Jimsky with a spin. I'm not entirely sure if it was through his own fault or through contact. But that sends him all the way down the order. And that gives Rapid a nice little cushion to, yeah, not give Seagull DRS. Which is probably very nice for Rapid here. Can't imagine he's quite happy about that, but then again, we're gonna see if Seagull can close back up here, because, well, if my theory regarding top speeds is correct, the middle sector should be much better for Seagull compared to Rapid. Because he's running more downforce. Let's look at the Silver Arrows battle here. And behind them is Nitro, also still pushing. Apparently able to go the pace of this group here quite well. Also, I'm just gonna jump on Jimsky. Ferrari driver here, home turf technically. Even though it's mostly been raced as San Marino GP, the track is located in Italy and not in the small state within Italy there. I'm actually not sure if San Marino is big enough to host a track like this. I assume so, but yeah, it's like a really, really small country. Jimsky did not get past Bats on this straight here. Might be held up a little bit. I'm not sure how the gap is developing between Bats and Nitro entirely. It does look like... sometimes it shrinks, sometimes it grows, honestly. Bats either just gains 5/10 in a single turn, or the delta is just a little messed up. Ooh, Seagull. It's not getting the move done before the chicane. But might be looking good for the straight here, honestly. A little bit of time to set up for a good exit. It does get a decent one, and then just a question about having DRS, and Seagull certainly has. And that leaves Rapid with little to no chance to defend. Lauda is too far away though to make a move as well. Ooh, Fanta running very deep there against Luna. Further down, Bats and Kingsman battling. Jimsky is ahead of these two at this point, but I think Kingsman just wants a piece of that cake, but yeah, Bats, when he tries to take a bite as well, he's not getting around to do that. Instead, Jimsky kinda blocks him off and stays ahead. Yellow flags. It's just Asuna a little bit further back. Must have had a little moment off track there. Oh. Tire wears. Honestly, the medium seems to be going fast. It's on 32% from what I can see. Around the 30 mark, that is, like, in general. And the hards is somewhere around the half, so 15%. So it's about like, yeah, 6% usage of medium per lap. And then you have 3% on the hards. Hards are gonna carry you a lot longer. Humidity forecast going up steadily, but still nowhere close to rain levels. But then again, we've been lied to by the forecast for the entirety of Challenger. So it may as well be wrong entirely. There's some clouds forming though. It was full blue sky when we started. Well, Morpher absolutely throwing his car around that turn. Running a little bit deep there. And off the gravel, I mean, honestly I kinda like the reintroduction of a lot of gravel traps. It's not like Imola was particularly not having gravel traps at all. I think these here in the last two turns have always been there, and of course around a lot of the rest of the track they have been there as well. I'm gonna get an invite to MQ going real quick because he has disconnected. But like on other tracks, or Austria for example, even if it's only like a thin gravel strip, it just, I don't know, I wouldn't say it instills a little extra level of dread and fear into the drivers, but you're less likely to just Verstappen your way through and bump other cars off the road or risk going off the road yourself if you face the consequences of gravel. And this here, for example, on the left was definitely not gravel a few years back. Not sure if it was last year or if it was like 2 years ago. Here as well, no gravel trap there. This was just runoff area. Could just run wide there, no biggie. Now the stakes are a lot higher. Also, Seagull is flying. I do think generally Rapid has a much higher tire wear than the other top drivers, but I'm maybe mistaken here, honestly. That's given that Lauda is the first one to come in. But yeah, I think Rapid is always the first to complain about the lack of grip and lack of tires, and also usually more often than not coming into the pits a lap earlier than Seagull. Or I think like maybe even 2 laps. I'm not sure if Seagull is even gonna pit at all yet. Parts are still around 25%, which means slight increase in tire usage, I guess. It's more like 3.5% these now. 25% though should not pose the biggest issue. UMC has also pitted already. Is now on hards as well. It's a 3-second time penalty within the move around Asanaro, and Lunar Jedi here. Yeah, really took a closer look at the gravel track. And losing a lot of time and positions therefore. He's going very wide here. I mean, I think we saw what's going on. Wait, wasn't Rapid going into the pits? No, I'm high actually. What the hell? Lauda was going in, yeah. Rapid and Seagull both following the lap after to not get undercut. I don't think it's necessarily out of necessity for the tire change yet, but it's just because you have to. Because otherwise Lauda may get clear of both of you. I mean, you see here, Lauda was running P3 behind Rapid, and he's gained 2 seconds on Rapid, and is now closed up with Seagull again. These two, of course, have a lot of road ahead of themselves. They don't need to overtake anybody on their upcoming out laps, which is great for them, honestly. It's a good management of the pit window by the strategist. Oh, and Asuna retired in the pits. It's a short day for the Challenger tier driver in this Elite tier. Admittedly, if you asked me whether or not I'd predict a sooner last on this race here, I couldn't have said no, realistically. Yeah, cars just parked off at the side. Hopefully gonna despawn, given that cars are already going by there and there's no safety car yet. I think we're fine, yeah. What can we see here? I mean, yeah, Fanta has lost out big time on the top group as well. Lauda making the lunge around Seagull here on the outside. On the outside now though, squeezed a little bit there, but the curb provides enough runoff for Lauda right here. Still side by side, I think Seagull now has the advantage. Yeah, sets his car up more towards the inside. Proceeds to, yeah, cut off the way for Lauda. Keep him out there entirely. Rapid gained big time from these two guys driving by side there. Rain forecast is up to 26% at this point. I think it starts raining at 75, I'm not entirely sure. You can see it's getting a lot darker there, so changeable condition race may still be coming around. Wait, Rapid did also go for mediums again, contrary to... where are we? There we are, to Seagull and Lauda, who both have hard tires on. Only 3 medium runners, actually only 2 medium runners anymore. Because Catalina is the only other one. Asuna was on mediums when he pitted. And that gives Rapid the edge here against Seagull and Lauda. Makes him go through into the net race lead, I guess. Track position, of course, in favor of Hussein still. He's also on hards, as is everybody else. We have 2 telemetries shared by hard runners, which is Nitro and Butts, and they are on 37 and 39% tires respectively. So about 40% by the end of the lap is realistic, I think. I think 40% is where the grip really starts to fall off a little bit. It's not as bad as for the other tires on the hards, of course, because they have less grip to begin with, and then they fall off a little bit more graciously than a soft, for example. That's good for like 2 laps, and then yeah, falls off a cliff immediately. Nitro post Kingsman. And Rapid fastest lap there. Do not quite rid himself of the blue follow-up group though. Seagull and Lauda still close behind. Jimsky has recovered actually a little bit. It's not quite with the top group anymore, but he's only 7 seconds behind. There's only Fanta in between them. Fanta now also just picked up his first time penalty for corner cutting. Did I do good, Asuna? Bro, in the beginning I was about to say, yeah, hop out of that car and hit that spectate button instead. But yeah, honestly, like, I don't know. You're new to the game. I did not expect you to get anywhere else than last, no front. These guys are just a little bit too good. I was hoping for some crashes, yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate, I guess. If, like, there's just 4 people DNFing in the first lap, you may have a chance for points. I think you can beat some of these drivers on a really good day, but then again, Elite is so hard because you, like, the races are longer, and you have so much time where you can't make a single mistake, because everybody else does not do a single mistake neither. He's now pitting. I think he's gonna come out behind Luna. Might come out before Mofa still, but that will be very close. Well, let's see Mofa. Yeah, there's the Ferrari. Might be coming together here on the corner. Nope, I think East will comfortably stay ahead. Rain forecast going up to 37% now. So we're still a good bit away from rain, if I can trust this number. Well, what is it with me hopping on board with somebody and them immediately getting a time penalty? Kingsman here collected one for himself. Stuck behind Nitro here. Bats overtaken by Lauder. Oh, Seagull ahead at the little trio again. As Catalina getting themselves a time penalty as well for corner cutting. I think that is inevitable here, as we discussed before. I think everybody but 2 drivers got some amount of penalties during the Challenger Tier race, and as before, this one is longer. You gotta push way harder because everybody's way quicker, so the margin for error is very, very small, and there will certainly be some more time penalties flying around. It's only the first third of the race done. And yeah, rain forecast is getting higher and higher, it's getting grayer and grayer. There will be a changeable condition period, which is going to be absolutely treacherous to drive for these drivers. And then of course there may be an intermediate to wet swap even, if the rain goes that far. But I do of course not quite know how far it's gonna go. You did better than Cherry, trust. I mean, you did, right? Cherry didn't show. So... well, while we're watching these 2 guys fighting here, Kingsman and Nitro, the big guns right behind them, Cigar, Rapid, Lauder, approaching these battling 4th and 5th positions here. And the interesting thing here is this is all for track position here. I think with the skies getting darker and darker, Kingsman and Nitro see that as well, and they know they just got to get to the rain, and they have saved themselves a pit stop, so I don't think they intend on pitting before the rain comes. And well, that makes them of course likely to defend much harder, but Nitro here spun out, and that is not hard defending at all. It's just losing all of the positions immediately. And Kingsman is gonna come under threat here in a bit. And the question is not if he is going to get overtaken on the straight. The question is how many cars will go by. Seagull is pretty much guaranteed. Rapids, yeah, looks like he's also coming through. Yeah, and there goes Lauder. Rip in pieces, my guy. But yeah, that's probably to be expected. Seagull, of course, was right on his tail. Oh, and now Nitro's back through again as well. Really can't catch a break. But Seagull was right behind him, and as we said before, Rapid and Lauder were running the biggest high-speed setups in qualifying, from what it looked like. So, yeah, they gained a lot on the straight. Thus had no big issue going past at all. So, I mean, I'm talking about how the hard tire runners want to make it until the rain, but the first hard tire has hit the 60% now, and even the best in shape hard tire that I see now is on 55, so it's gonna get bad to drive rather sooner than later. And really you need to hope this rain is coming soon. Forecast currently stuck at 54%. Actually it's going up ever so slowly still, but as said before, I think at 75% it rained last time around. But then again, I tried reading the stats in qualifying in Challenger tier, and I did not get any accurate information out of it at all. I think a thing you can usually look for in the weather, when there is no more blue spots between the clouds, rain is starting in the next 2 to 3 laps. And there was still a blue spot we've seen just now, but that closed right on camera. Oh, a little bit of a slide there by Bats. East is probably gonna get past here, yep. On the fresher mediums as well. And Luna Jedi gets the corner cut warning here. Seagulls through MQ. Wait, something happened to Rapid. What did go on there? He's lost so much time. MQ getting overtaken by Lauda there, trying to break the slipstream, but Lauda just overtakes with a DRS easily either way. Fanta is getting through these two. And well, Nitro and Kingsman can battle eternally, I guess. The rain is not coming. See, top right there is still a little blue spot, so rain is still a little bit away. Not quite there yet. Oh, never mind. First drops are coming. Or am I high? Nope. There they are. First drops are coming through. Oh, and Kingsman is just sliding around. Let's have a look at these tires again. The medium runners who have pitted and gone for medium again, also on the 50% already. And the hard runners from the start are now between 67 and 62%. So 75%, if I remember correctly, is the point at which you can get flat spots, or not flat spots, nah, come on, tire faults. What is it called? Is it just flat tires? I'm not sure. Yeah, well, your tire can just explode at will from then on. And you can go until 100%. It's a gamble, honestly, but the chance of tire failures just rising up after that 75%. And honestly, Nitro, like, he's one of the guys who started on hards. It does not look particularly fun to drive anymore. Track is also gonna be a lot worse now, with the rain slowly coming in. Yeah, and MQ is past Rapid as well. I mean, yeah, Rapid's tires must be dead as well. The people who pitted for mediums now on 60% wear as well already. And yeah, that's not too fun. Every single lap that he has to stay out now. Probably gonna be a pain there. She's just gonna hope that it's raining faster and faster. But yeah, one thing, like all the weather gambling and shenanigans of me saying, yeah, the rain is gonna come in 2-3 minutes, and this and this, you can see this by that. All that, yeah, maybe it's just, yup, maybe it's just, belief system, I don't know. One fact is, though, the turn-off point between slicks and intermediates is met when safety car, or not safety car, when the safety car comes out. I think everybody would pit now as well, but when the DRS is getting deactivated. Holy shit. Dude, I drank a little wine and put a little wine into my bolognese that I cooked today. Probably a little bit too late, so that because I added some more for the alcohol to be all cooked away. And damn, man. I'm losing IQ by the second. Jannemann is going in here. And so are a lot of the other hard runners. Because they just want to get off their tires. And I think it's similar for Jannemann here. Inter. Ah, that looks like a skill issue. That was probably a possible podium for Jannemann. That is just out of reach now because he is on Inters. And this dude is the race strategist for half of the Ascension drivers. That's crazy. Half of the Challenger tier grid relies on this guy. A proper Ferrari strategy there. I mean, unless we're completely cooked and it just stops raining now. And Jannemann is gonna look like the smartest MF out there. I mean, he's still not entirely out of the race. Yeah, that's why you didn't win, for sure, right? He gave you bad strategy. Fanta is still staying out. But I assume he's gonna come in now. Yeah, medium tire is on 70% right now. I can only imagine this is absolute pain to drive. And everybody is coming in. Except Hussein, who's still on a starting hard tire. Lauda, who is on his fresh hard tire. And MQ, who is also on a fresh hard tire, I think. Oh, I was so scared. My surround sound, I guess, did play like these weird noises with the tire change. It was like kinda loud, and I did get jump scared a little bit, thinking like, what is falling over behind me? What the helly? Well, Jannemann staying strong out here, I guess. Seagull on Inters, we can get a direct comparison here. Rain, this is undrivable. Red flag, suspend the race. Yeah, we're not even... DRS is still available, so technically this is still dry. I think Jannemann would disagree here. He does look a little bit undrivable. Ah, man, brother, you could have just been in P4 now. With the cars ahead still needing to pit. This would have probably been net P1 for Jannemann if he just selected Inters instead of mediums. That's kind of crazy. He's gonna stay out until the DRS gets disabled, most likely. Or he's just gonna gamble and go in now. Or he's just gonna gamble and stay out entirely and never go in. Lauda seems to do that right now as well. Hussein is coming... Wait, whoa. Hussein is coming out on mediums as well. No, is this just a play? Is it just not getting wetter than this? These guys are actually crazy. They are on a one-stop to go to the end on slick tires. Or maybe I'm the one getting cooked. Jannemann is the smartest human on earth. Well, he is just about as smart as Hussein in this context, I guess, but... honestly, it doesn't surprise me. Lil bro is studying at a real college, whereas I'm just paying them to give me my degree. Well, I mean, it sure does not look very drivable. I can't lie. I mean, the forecast is... Is that a thunder symbol? Thunderstorm? 71% going up. I'm not sure if it's still getting worse. Like the announcement that DRS is disabled sure takes a sweet amount of time. Skill issue. It's so over. Jannemann is so cooked. Ah, brother. I do root for you, but every now and then you show me you're not much smarter than I am. I mean, Hussein seems to still be doing somewhat fine. He's keeping that 1.5 second distance. Lauda's a good bit behind, but he has fresher inters now. I'm not sure if that does a thing. In doubt, it will make him more able to go to the end, I guess. Wait, let me see. Oh, that is the wrong button. 2 laps on Rapid and 4 laps on Nitro. So the 4 laps on Nitro's tire amount to about 25%, which is honestly crazy. 6% per lap. They aren't gonna fall off as quick as the mediums. Gonna be incredibly hard to maintain them until the end of the race. Hussein in the pits now as well is deciding to go for inters instead. I think he was intending to go for inters from the get-go, but did not switch it in time. Really unfortunate for him. Could have been, oh man, this could have just been a fucking Hussein Jannemann Fantominum podium. Though, to be fair, I think Fanta was just caught on merit and not really by making any major mistakes. He does also have 9 seconds of time penalties. I mean, he said before that in one of the practice races he got disqualified for having too many penalties, but yeah. He's sure living up to it. Jannemann spitting out of the pit lane. No, not out of the pit lane. He was out of the pit lane before. Hussein ahead of him is just out of the pit lane. Jimsky and Luna Jedi. Are they battling for position? That is Jimsky on 3 second time penalties and Luna Jedi on 6. So Jimsky has that position for himself either way. Rapid is also on 6 against Seagull and Loudest 0, so P3 is pretty much guaranteed for Rapid unless Jimsky can get by Luna Jedi here sort of soonish. And steer has already been enabled. Okay, yeah, I'm literally blind. Fuck. But yeah, Jimsky needs to get through here to be within 3 seconds of Rapid potentially for the podium here. But I don't think Luna Jedi is gonna make it too easy for him. Conditions worsening, if I see that correctly. 75%. Bro, Jannemann speeding the pit lane. Yeah, retired. Just retire. Yeah. It's alright. Honestly, at this point, this is committing Sudoku. Honestly, ending the race by yourself. It's just not worked out today. That's really sad. Oh well, other drivers still in the race. Hussein, I mean, he lost a lot with that extra pit stop as well. He's only in 12th right now. Not entirely sure how much further up he's gonna get. Oh, Jimsky looking for the switchback, but honestly could not quite get the power down well. Luna Jedi there sticking around the outside, which is like fair play. And then also running deep to make the turn within bounds as well, but was not enough for Jimsky. Here he does not have any battery though, right? And DRS is not a thing neither. So I think he's just gonna be a sitting duck behind Luna Jedi here again. He's just not running the top speed setup, and he may gain all the time he wants in the middle sector of the track, but on the straight he's just getting smoked. Sucks to suck. Yeah, unfortunate, buddy. We were there for all your adventures. Oh. Let's get back to Jimsky. Can't even pick the right fucking tire. I mean, if it makes you happy, Hussein did the exact same. Oh yeah, this could have been a podium for both of you there. And yeah. And speeding the pit lane certainly does not help neither. You know. I thought for a second you were like easily like outraining everybody and the rain was gonna go back down again, but yeah, it was just mistake. Yeah, Hussein would have won. Yeah. That's the thing, like you survived on the hard tires and then that's unfortunate, I guess. Inters are going down rapidly though. We have them between 32 and 40%. Jimsky's staying ahead, question mark? He stays ahead once, I think he is good to go. Because he's gonna gain so much ground in the middle sector here on Luna Jedi. Though, honestly, it may not even be setup dependent, but just the fact that Luna Jedi here has a full battery, whereas Jimsky's on absolutely zilch. But nah. I think you see the difference in cornering, right? Jimsky's just gaining so much ground. Now 0.8 away. And just looks like Luna Jedi here has to wrestle his car around the turns much more than the Ferrari of Jimsky, but I mean he has the top speed advantage to show for it, but yeah, in the rain it does not do as much as in the dry. Saying here behind Nitro. I'm very patient here. Maybe a little bit too patient here. I think, yeah, I was about to say, he can probably go for a move. But here again, deciding to brake early for a good exit, but that doesn't help him too much. Let's see if this is the thing, but I don't think he's gaining enough at all to go for a move. In the meantime, Kingsman back past Banter. Yeah, and Jimsky's just kind of getting away from Luna Jedi. He's still on 3-second time penalty, Rapid is still on 6, so Jimsky still needs to gain like 6 more seconds to go to P3. It's not even set in P4, honestly. MQ is right behind Luna Jedi. And currently only 2.6-ish seconds behind, so 3-second time penalty for Jimsky would still demote him down a position against MQ. Well, rain forecast is just getting worse and worse, but as said before, who am I to read the forecast and the tool and analyze what's actually happening because of it? It does look a lot more wet, right? I think puddles were the indicator for full wets, but honestly I think it might just be irrelevant because it's only 3 more laps. So even if the inters are utter garbage, these guys are still going to run them to the end because a pit stop is just not worth it. Board with MQ here. He's struggling to wrangle his car and the corners a little bit as well. Let's give the lower end of the grid some attention here. Ooh, a 10-second penalty corner cutting and into the wall. Oh, well, at least we got a POV for the report, I guess. I'll never watch the end of the field again if this is what happens. Yeah, Jimsky's not really gaining time on the top 3 neither. Though I think Rapid has kind of been gaining on Seagull a little bit. Last lap was 0.2 quicker. Oh no, that's the fastest lap. Never flippin' mind. Apparently in the last lap, Seagull gained 1.5 seconds on Rapid. Or did he? No, it's only half a second. Bro, my brain is cooked. But Rapid right now, he is undeniably gaining, no? Inters are towards the 50% mark, so grip is gonna get worse and worse, and at the same time we see more and more puddles forming on the track. So it is really quite easy to just have a moment, make that one tiny mistake and throw away your car and your race. Fanta with another time penalty, he's now on 12th, making him the leader, at least on time penalties. And Lauda is getting one for himself as well now. And that would have been interesting maybe for Rapid a little bit earlier, but I don't think in these last 2 laps Rapid can actually gain 2 seconds to stay ahead of Lauda. So now the difference in time penalties is only 3 seconds. MQ's now being pushed out of Jimsky's time penalty window for all the fighting he's doing with Lunar Jedi. So P4 for the Mercedes it goes further and further away. Yeast is just behind them as well. Also on a 6-second time penalty though, so no threat to Lunar Jedi here unless he still gets the overtake. Oh, that's a good move here, Lunar Jedi there. A little bit caught by the chicane, and ERS usage is enough for MQ to finally get him through. But yeah, I was about to say, the Haas is not gone. It was still there on the inside. Maybe a little bit of a miss off the braking point there. I don't think this was quite intended as a dive. Let's go on board with the Yeast here. He's seeing the immediate counter by Lunar Jedi into the last lap here. Lunar Jedi, of course, we've seen it before with his defense against Jimsky. His top speed is tremendous, but then again, throughout the entire rest of the track, it's kind of just a sitting duck, so it's really hard to get past him, because even if you do, within the turns, usually can only happen into like the last 2 turns. And afterwards, he's just going to slipstream past with his superior top speed again. Really quite annoying to fight here. I mean, he's losing massive time on Jimsky even, and Jimsky is losing time on the others. Yeah, there could still be moves happening here, but I doubt it. Especially given that Seagull does not have a time penalty at all. And Rapid and Lauda both have some. So they won't be finishing P1 either way. That's gonna be Seagull then. Finishing first, their dominant display. And yeah, here we're watching if some miracle happens still, but I doubt it. It's probably gonna be MQ in 5th. And then Lunar Jedi and Yeast after. One more overtake that could happen is Mofa here potentially. But that does not look too likely neither. Hussein coming over the line, a little bit of a disappointing race for him. He did do the tyre allocation mistake as well. Gets P9 on merit of time penalties at least, so 2 points for him. But yeah, another race to forget for the Aston Martin drivers. Both Fabian, I guess, and Hussein here today struck by some issues. And yeah, now it's only Butts running anymore. And he's about to come over the line. And yeah, that makes most of the drivers having survived this wet weather race. Of course, DNFs, voluntary DNFs if you will. I heard from Yanaman and Suna a little bit earlier. So, let's see podiums real quick. And yeah, it's the three usual suspects here on the podium. Seagull race winner, Rapid with the fastest lap, is a 1:17 flat. Second fastest is Seagull with a 17:250. And afterwards there's a long bit of nothing. Driver of the day, Kingsman. I mean, yeah, he had a great fight with both Fanta and with Nitro at some points. Lauda for most overtakes in the Alpine. And then cleanest driver, Seagull. I don't think he did get... Yeah, he's only one of the two drivers who did not get a time penalty. So, yeah. Let's look further down. DNFs, of course, Yanaman Suna. And that's the classification in the very end. Thank you all for watching tonight again. And see you next time. Bye bye. And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays.